Whoa, hope you're doing good out there today. As you can see in front of me, I like my ramen noodles. I eat them a few times a week on the average, and I do fix them up a little bit though, make them a little bit more nutritious and a little better on the taste buds. We'll get into that coming right up. Well, I did a video quite a while back about beefing up your top ramen, making it a little more nutritious, and I went through a few things and showed some of the freeze-dried foods that I add to it. But I've got some other things I want to show you. We'll call this a part 2 to that video. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link right up here in the card, the information card. Just click on that little circle with the eye in it and it'll take you to the first one, or you can click on it from there. What I wanted to show you, this is those vegetables that I showed you in the first one, and I came up with a really good thing that I do with these, because as most people know, top ramen, oh by the way, this doesn't just have to do with top ramen. Any of these kind of like side dishes and things like that, you know, you can do some of these, well, most of these too. I'll get into one here in a minute. Anyway, these dried vegetables, these ones here, these are some mixed vegetables that I dehydrated. It's got corn and green beans and peas and carrots and stuff like that. Okay, this is some dried spinach, and my onions. Dehydrated them a little too much, I think. They're pretty crispy and they smell more like yeah, roasted onion. Anyway, and now all these ones here I dehydrated myself. This here came from that can that has several different things in it, and these are dehydrated peas. With any of these, they take a lot longer to reconstitute than what a top ramen takes to cook. Okay, you can heat up a top ramen in 3 minutes, you know. That's if you got the microwave. If you're cooking on a fire or something like that, you want to boil your water and then you mix your ramen noodles and it's done in 3 minutes. But these ones here take a lot longer. So what I do is a little trick with ice trays. What I'll do is I'll take some of these, cook them up, depending on what I want at the time. Sometimes I'll take a little bit of this and a little bit of the mixed vegetables. I'll go ahead and boil those up with bouillon cubes. That was the word I was looking for. And then after I boil them, they're nice and tender. And then what I do is I fill up the ice tray. I'll fill it up with the vegetables, pack it down. I'll put a picture right down here. It doesn't look all that great. I got a couple of pictures. I'll put one over here of when I just filled one of these trays, and one over here where it's frozen. Now I don't just do this for vegetables and stuff. This is just ground beef. I just pulled this out of the cabinet for demonstration. But you can take your ground beef. It doesn't have to be canned. I just happen to have that in there. It could be, you know, fresh ground beef or whatever. You can do pretty much the same thing with that, except I would drain off as much of the grease as possible. And then, right before you do this, mix yourself up some beef bouillon. Fill these full of ground beef. Don't pack them too hard, just enough, and then spoon in a little bit of that broth. That way it'll make a cube That way you can pop these out without them falling apart and stuff. I'll show you. I got a couple in the freezer that I've done up, and I'll grab some of those in a little bit, bring them out and show you. Anyway, that's a little trick for like these dehydrated vegetables, because dehydrated doesn't reconstitute like freeze-dried. Freeze-dried takes very little time most of the time. These take a long time, and you really have to cook them. Okay, another thing to help your top ramen. This is a jar of vegetable protein that is flavored to taste like taco. And I'll tell you what, you make this stuff up in a taco, add your other stuff to it, and it tastes darn near like a Taco Bell taco. But you could take a couple of tablespoons of this stuff and mix it in a top ramen and flavor it up. Adds a little protein. May not be the best thing for you. Butter buds. I always have these on hand. More than one reason. I'll get into that in my next video because I wanted to talk about that. But anyway, butter buds. I'll tell you what, this stuff tastes just like butter after it's been put on your food and stuff. So you can always take your ramen, don't put any of the seasoning in there, sprinkle some of this on there, drain it off pretty much all the way, put this on there, sprinkle a healthy amount of this, and then take yourself some garlic powder and put on there. And this stuff is kind of salty, you might taste it, but you can do that too, just for a change of pace on your ramen. Okay, well, that's about what I wanted to show you. Sorry about that. I get to talking. Anyway, we'll be right back. I wanted to show you some of those ice cubes that I already did. Through the magic of television, we're back. Anyway, these are some of the vegetable cubes. And what you can do is, before you add your water to your ramen, well, you can do it a few different ways. You can thaw these out ahead of time or something. But what I usually do is I'll take these, put them in with the ramen, or in the bowl, let them go for about 30 seconds or so, then go ahead and put my ramen and water and stuff in there and cook it up. And these are usually thawed and heated by the time everything else is. And they don't look that good. They kind of look like they almost look like they could be a candy or something. I don't know how well you can see those. Let's see. There we go. Anyway, take a couple of those and pop them in your top ramen, and you got a nice mixture of vegetables and meat, even in this. Oh, that's something I was going to get to. They make a Spanish rice one, and I'll add some of this taco flavored vegetable protein stuff in the one that has the Spanish rice, and it comes out really good. Anyway, let me get this over into post and put it up there for you guys. Oh, and I think I forgot to turn on my microphone. I hope not. Whew, that was close. I thought I turned off. I thought I forgot to turn on the microphone before I started this portion of the video. Whew, that's a big relief. Okay, till next time. Oh, please subscribe if you haven't already. hit that bell icon, and we'll notify you whenever we upload a video. Right over here, you can click on my smiley face. I had to look at my computer. I've been working on some new outro, so you can click on my little face to subscribe right there, or you can click on one of these videos. This one up here will be that the first part of this video. So until next time, keep preparing.